I took a carrot and they put the carrot right here and this shut it and literally sliced the carrot in half. And I think there's a software update that like if your finger comes, if this comes close enough to your hand, I think it recognizes that something's there. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I promised everybody that I'd be back on the video soon, and here I am. Beside me are two first Cybertrucks that we have gotten in for wraps. One's getting vinyl, and the other's getting paint protection film. Not only is it getting PPF, but it's getting color PPF. So we're doing the S-Tech Miami Dino Blue on this truck. And then to the right of me, we are doing Avery's new Satin Frozen Ocean. Tyler beside me has already started on the vinyl wrap. Greg's gonna be hopping on this foundation later. And yes, both of them are foundation models. Now, originally Tesla had thought that they were only gonna make 10,000 foundation models. That number has been updated to 25,000 models. The foundation series comes with a few more odds and ends to the vehicle versus the non-foundation series, which should be later released this year. As far as price tag, you're looking at about a $20,000 difference. You can see right here, the foundation etched into the stainless is one of those things that comes with this truck. It also comes with some more features like the new light bar, the 35-inch tires, the 20-inch wheels. There's a lot of odds and ends that the foundation series will come with. One of my favorite features on the new Cybertruck is the retractable bed cover with the push of a button. I don't know why my GMC didn't come with this factory, but this is kind of cool. Boom, and then inside, it's got this really cool white light strip inside. Typically, when we're doing a vinyl installation or a paint protection film installation, there is some type of disassembly. Cool thing is Elon's made this easy for us, and we're doing a light disassembly on the fender flares. They typically just pop off. We've got a couple hex bolts here that Tyler will take off and remove the rest of this flare to make this fender a lot easier to install. Typically, mirrors have to be removed by removing the door panel and then removing a couple of bolts, but this one was made easy by pulling this rubber gasket back, and then there's 3 bolts here to pull the mirror off. He also found out that we can take off a couple of these bolts underneath the front of the bonnet here. There's a couple of screws here. Tyler's gonna remove the face of this off. That when we go to wrap our edges, we're able to get full coverage on the corner as well as the back edge of the side here. Some shops will typically shave their edges. So they'll typically take a knife and they basically run the knife across the edge of this film and this panel, and they'll get like a shaved edge, kind of like window film. We didn't want to see the edge of the stainless on most of this vehicle, so we're gonna wrap as many edges as possible. Now, it's been a few months and these vehicles have been out. Yes, we're just now getting our first 2 Cybertrucks here. And let me talk about that for a second. Look, we're a pretty large company. We're pretty established, been around for 33 years. We do not need to trade out video content or pictures for a free wrap. Some shops in our area have done that. We're not interested. So these 2 customers are repeat customers. They are paying full price for their wrap because that's just how we run business. As far as some cool features on this vehicle, they've gone with basically no door handles on this. There's like a little bit of a sensor button here. You just push that and the door opens. There's the mirror there. Mirror's kind of weirdly shaped as well. You got the Cybertruck etched logo right here on the door seals. These little seals right here actually just slide off. So these actually sit kind of like right behind this edge here. And then you're actually able to slide these off this way. Now you want to be careful because there is a metal backing inside here, and if you bend that metal, this seal will not go back in correctly. You can see on the inside here, Danny, if you want to shine in there, I mean, the interior is pretty similar to, what a Tesla typically includes. You've got, the really cool steering wheel over there, kind of matches the plaids. You got a little bit of a white, a little bit of a black interior. They did do some Alcantara on the inside of this one, which is different. The windshield is very big. Me and Colton have tinted, I think, 3 windshields on these already, and they're difficult to do. Like, it took 4 of us to tint this windshield. We charge $1,000 for it. Sorry. Tyler and Greg are gonna be knocking out these 2 Cybertrucks this week. Should have them ready next week to go home. They're getting window tint, paint protection film, and then vinyl. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot of footage of the installation of PPF versus vinyl, and we'll see you soon.
It's crazy. I have my own Cybertruck here today. Gonna wrap it satin ocean blue. It's my first Cybertruck. Excited, very excited to do it. So as far as disassembly goes, it's very, very easy, very, very short. Fender flares just pull straight off. You open up the door. You can open up the door right here. You have 3 bolts behind this little flap right here. And then the nice thing that Tesla did that I really like is there's actually a little plastic container back here that you can detach the mirror and it pops right out. Super easy for disassembly. So much fun. Tailgate right below me. Got the hood right here. Cool. Did I mention this was a directional film? So with it being directional film, it needs to lay across the hood this way, and then we'll go down the side of the vehicle, and then we'll go the back, and then back up towards the front. Oh, otherwise, the panels will be mismatched. In certain lighting, you'll see where everything flows, and then you'll just see like a blotch where it does not flow. I love the color. Easy to apply, easy truck to apply to. Good day.
Well, you've already done a Cybertruck, so I was like, he did it really cheap, so we're gonna beat his price so that we could do one. And I did it twice. Look, I got 2 Cybertrucks.
What did y'all charge?
Like $1,800.
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
Put me out of business. That's crazy.
How'd you do these corners here?
Plus cut.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you have any stainless showing on the edge?
Nope. No, the only one that's tricky is this one in the front.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of guys have
going
been
over it. I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean, like where,
So on this one,
where to have that edge.
So I got it right to the edge right here.
cut that way,
Yep.
fold that one down, fold that one like that, overlap.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest. I mean, once the hook's closed, you can see that, the overlap. But I mean, I tried doing it just by itself, just wrapping it all the way around.
Yeah.
The next morning it filled up.
Yeah, but did you put any tension down right here?
So the way I did it the first time is I wrapped it around and I tried to shimmy all the tension going down and up. Try to have the zero tension on the corner, but it's not possible.
Yeah.
It's too sharp.
Did you use any primer on the edges?
So,
All right, so this is 3M Primer 94. If you're in the wrap industry, you're pretty familiar with this. We've never really been a shop to really use it a lot. If you're really good at cold stretching and understanding triangles and how vinyl works, you don't really need primer. Depending on your substrate for what your vinyl is going to be connecting to or attaching to, you know, we don't have a lot of experience with stainless, you know, and vinyl, while it can be applied to it, it's not really designed for it. I'm just gonna put just a little bit in this crack here since we have a weld mark here that doesn't really have a lot of surface area for the film to grab onto. I hate bridging vinyl from this panel across this weld to this panel here where they've attached this skin. So I'm just gonna put a little primer in there just to hold that. I hate failure. I can't stand cars coming back. We don't really have it often. Every shop has it, but we don't have it often. So we'll see how this primer works. Definitely not gonna do it in the whole vehicle. Definitely just gonna focus on like back edge of the doors where customers get in and out, hoods going up and down, anything forward facing, especially a sharp corner like this. Even Primer 94 is not gonna hold if you try to stretch that over. So, you know, if you're pretty experienced with vinyl, you know, we're just gonna slice it there, fold this over, and fold that over too. So if you look on the back side, once we trim it, it'll look like it almost rounds out the back side. So stay tuned for some more tips, but this is one of the tips that we use for wrapping these vehicles.
I never left. Hunter took the camera from me. Aztec Dyno Miami Blue. This is a direct paint match to Porsche's Miami Blue, which is kind of cool because then now you can put that color on any car. And with a Cybertruck being a stainless steel refrigerator, why not do this? Progress on the Cybertrucks. I've done both of the rear doors. They're laid. I still have to go through and trim them out. The hood is laid. Both of the back doors are laid on this one. Tyler made some more progress. He put his light back in. His hood is already done. I think that was already done yesterday, which looks kind of cool. Kind of just looks purple right now. And then he also did both doors. Strink.
Oh yeah.
There's actually a lot of metallic flake in this wrap, which usually there's not. But I can't let him beat me, so I had to lay my 2 doors and hood today while I'm working on the Z06, so I don't look like a slowpoke. All right, so hood install was really simple, obviously, because it's just a flat piece of metal. The toughest part about these hoods and almost every edge on this car being drastically different than most cars we work on is that there's little pinch welds right here. And they vary in how close they are to the edge on every single panel. They're not that consistent.
That's how we're gonna do our turns.
Yeah.
So a little bit of like a cut like right on the face of this square edge. Kind of rounds out, that way you can almost take a little torch and burn that corner there. And this rolls nice and tight underneath right there. So it looks pretty clean. The headlight's gonna sit right here, so you won't see this, but this is almost like a practice corner for the rest of the vehicle.
All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the hood, but the edges on this car are so sharp that it literally sliced my finger open just taking the light out. I didn't cry, just a little bit, but I might need stitches. It was pretty deep though. It was bleeding everywhere. But here it is. Very, very, very nice. Unlike Tyler's wrap vinyl over there on that truck, this is colored paint protection film. Although this thing is steel and built the way it is, you're not really gonna get to chip this stuff up. I mean, that's what Elon made this for, is to try and be indestructible. But this film is puncture resistant. With vinyl, it is not as thick, it is not protecting your paint, you're still gonna get rock chips, whereas this is designed to protect against rock chips. So that's the difference between these two, which is why the projects are a few $1,000s in difference in price. So this car is equipped with, I'm guessing, what they call a crab crawl or a crab walk. I personally thought it was just like a feature that you could turn on. This car has rear wheel steering with that, of course. But the weird thing is it's not your typical rear wheel steering where like BMW where you're turning really sharp and then the rear wheels kind of turn. This thing turns all 4 wheels all at the same time, no matter how much you turn. Check this out. Oh man, super squeaky. Hey kid, arrest him. Arrest him.
with this being our first Cybertruck, we wanted to make sure that everything was perfect with it. So I actually did an inlay right here on the inside of the tailgate. That way when the customer opens up the tailgate, everything is full coverage.
Progress update, guys. Cybertruck's coming along really nicely. As you can see, this side is almost fully finished. One thing I noticed coming in this morning was parts of my hood, with the little amount of space that I'm able to tuck this material under here, some of the edges are actually lifting up and failing already before it even leaves the shop. So what I'm gonna do now is go around and shave every single edge. That way there's no chance for anything to fail, and there's no chance for any dirt or anything to get under it. Other than that, this thing's been pretty straightforward, and we'll see how Tyler's doing.
Sick. So like satin. Progress update. We have the doors done, this quarter panel done. I just finished the tailgate. Tailgate came out super clean. So far, project has been moving super smooth. Everything is going according to plan. Everything is super clean. During this process of shaving on stainless steel, I've gone through about 9 carbon blades so far. So definitely eats up the carbon blades on these panels. But I've done a good job about keeping all this nice and tucked.
All right, so we're halfway through the week. Looks like Tyler won the competition. He got his truck wrapped first. He knocked out this Cybertruck in Avery Dennison Satin Frozen Ocean. Wow, check this color out. We finished this project off with a couple small little details that we'd like to provide for the customer. We knocked out the foundation logo on both fenders as well as the tailgate. Customer probably wouldn't have noticed that we did that, but it's a nice little touch on these projects. Now we have a little bit of a cloudy day today, so we're not getting the true color shift of this film, but it's definitely this awesome purplish bluish hue that the customer wanted. They came to us with this idea of obviously changing the stainless finish up, but they didn't know what they wanted to do. So we ended up with this vinyl choice here. We tinted the windows on it. It's about a 3-day project. Tyler killed it on this one. Greg is still slaving away inside on the other Cybertruck, so we'll go check on him in a little bit and see how he's coming along.
Welcome back inside, guys. Here's my Cybertruck. I am just about finished with it. All that's left is the touch-ups on the rear tailgate, and then of course tinting this massive windshield, which is going to take 4 of us to do it correctly. For your information, I've been working on 3 other projects, not just one like Tyler was doing. I'm not going to say he was faster or slower than me, but my team was working on other projects I had to get to, so mine wasn't done in the same time, but still the same time. What I will do is show you something cool that Tyler didn't do on his. He put stickers on the outside of his Cybertruck. I put them under my film, so now they're embossed. So now they are protruding from the inside of the film, which is really nice. Steck Miami blue, of course. This just looks super cool. We also did it with the same logos back here, so you can see the foundation up top and then the dogs at the bottom.
Wait, how are we gonna do this?
So he's
How are we gonna do this?
He's gonna roll it this way,
Okay.
and then he's gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
He'll be sitting there. He'll just bring it in himself. He's gonna back roll it.
Okay.
And then I'll be sitting here. Greg's gonna be holding the top.
Yeah.
You be holding the top of my side, and we'll kind of work around. The carefulest we gotta be is around the mirror.
Okay, I got you.
So this windshield is a f***ing bitch. It's 62 inches long, I think. Can't even print it out.
now bring you back.
Spread the middle. Not taking off the liner, we're leaving the liner on. We're gonna roll it. When we unroll it on the inside, the liner will be towards us. So then we can just take it off and squeeze it out. This is Air 80, it's Lumar. It might be Formula One as well, but it's just clear. It's the only legal thing you're allowed to have in your windshield. Here you go. Yeah, you're good. Check right here. Greg's got to come over a little bit. Just making sure that the bottom and the sides are good because it's so big that they can't see what's down there. You got one? Oh God, it's getting all in my face.
Well guys, we are outside. Behind me is the first Cybertruck that we did in paint protection film, whereas Tyler's was vinyl. This thing turned out great. Can't be any more happier. Going through, checking some of the edges and how I did this install. I originally started with the hood and I actually had failure around all of my edges. It started to kind of just lift up, even with primer. These pinch welds on this Cybertruck were not the same on Tyler's, so I had less space to actually wrap my film to, which is why I decided to shave all of my edges. You can still kind of see just a little bit of silver, but that's only up close. Once you step back away from the vehicle, you're not going to see that at all. It still looks wrapped, everything looks great. But that's the route I decided to go on this one, to ensure nothing fails and to make sure the whole truck is symmetrically installed all the same all the way around. Hope you guys like this buy one get one Cybertruck week. Stay tuned. I think we have 2 or 3 that are already on order for customers so that we're going to have in the shop. So always make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.